Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Janice and Joy's podcast. I'm delighted to have you guys here. And today is a really special day. It's a special day for my baby and for me as well. So, welcome to Janice and Joy's podcast. If this is your first time being here, welcome to this channel. This channel, we are all about this adventure of life where we learn, relearn, becoming aware, discovering who we are, discovering what we are about, just everything to do with self-awareness and self-elevation. So if this is something you're looking into or this is something that interests you, you are on the right channel. This is what we're all about in this channel. So if you're new here, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you're part of this family, thank you so much for always tuning in to these weekly episodes. And today's episode is a special episode for all of us because it's been a year. It's been a year since I began this channel, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I'm just delighted. I'm just delighted to be here. So if you've been here through the journey, through the adventure, thank you so much. And I appreciate you all. I thank you for your support. I don't take it for granted. I appreciate you so much. This adventure, you guys, this adventure has made me get nominated, has gotten me nominated for the She Awards. I think it's the first She Awards for the big four countries: Kenya, Ghana, South Africa, and Zambia. And in Kenya, I have been nominated for the category of Mediapreneur of the Year, under 30, category of under 30. So this journey has gotten me there so far, and I would really appreciate it if you take your time and vote for me for this category, because oh my god, I've been nominated. Yes. So I'd really appreciate it if you take your time and go through the steps and kindly vote for me. Vote for me for the category of Mediapreneur of the Year, under 30. Age group is under 30, and I'll really appreciate it. I need your support, guys. I need your support. Imagine when I was starting this channel, I never knew I would get to this point. I used to see other YouTubers and other people who are like the creative industry. They're usually on their spaces telling us, please subscribe, please vote for me, please vote for me. And now I am them. And now I am one of them. I'm just asking you guys. Honestly, I'm asking you guys humbly, kindly vote for me for that category of Mediapreneur of the Year, and I appreciate you guys so much. So, you watched last week's episode. You remember I was telling you about. In last week's episode I also mentioned this, but this week's episode is going to be. It is a special episode because this channel is now 1 year. This channel is now 1 year, and I'm going to give you the story of how the adventure has been. No, so it is 1 year since I created this channel. It's like yes, since I created the channel, but I didn't begin posting immediately. If you guys can remember, I had so many. You remember how I began? It was, hi good humans, welcome to the wonderful world. I remember how I began this channel, and you guys, I had written the introduction somewhere in a notebook. I was reading it as I was introducing myself because I was nervous. Can you remember? Imagine if you look at my first video and you look at this video, today's video, it's, oh my goodness, I can't believe it myself, leave alone you guys. It's been 1 year, and the consistency has made my courage and also my courage to grow. Look at you, look at me guys. So let's begin. Okay, this channel I began last year, this channel on a day like this, 12th of June 2023. And it was all about, at first, let me try and catch up as to why I didn't upload the videos almost immediately after we began, because I uploaded the episodes 3 months later. 3 months later after I had opened this channel, and it was mixed reactions for me, because first of all, I had no courage. I was scared a little bit. I was shy a little bit, here and there. I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it, but I proved myself wrong. As you can see, I've posted so many videos, over 40 videos already in a span of that time, plus so many other things on the channel. It has been quite a journey, I would say. So imagine, so I was saying, I began this channel on a day like this. Today today's episode, I just want to talk about the things that I've encountered through this journey of 1 year of doing this podcast. Okay, so that time I was supposed to do a podcast with a certain friend of mine. If you can remember, when I was sending you guys the link, I was asking you, please like, even on my social media, on my Instagram account of Janice Enjoys Podcast, you can see I had started it with a friend of mine. Yes, but she chickened out more than me. Can you imagine? You were two people who are basically just trying it out, and I think I got it. I got the gist as I went about it, and I got to know how it works a little bit, because I hadn't done a podcast before, and it was my first time, and I really wanted to do something nice, something like unique, something helpful, you know. I mean, and that is what we had envisioned. Me and my friend, we were to talk about female friendships and how we navigate female friendships as women. If you can remember, that was the first description of this channel. But then when she chickened out and she got a job and she just a job that was more busy, so she couldn't do it anymore. So I decided, hey, excuse me, I'm going to do it alone. And here I am. I'm doing it alone, and I'm killing it, right? So then my idea was to do like a podcast for self-awareness and self-discovery, because I felt like that is what resonated with me more, because now I can't talk about female friendships when I'm alone, and have to do something to talk about something that only covers or that mostly covers an individual, one person like I am. And a funny thing, it is successful, because as the journey. Okay. Let me not digress. I was about to digress. So I thought about it, and I felt like, you know what, I need to talk about this. I need to talk about self-awareness to ladies and to myself as I move along, as I get to know how to fixate myself, you know, because you don't have your actual niche, because identifying the actual niche is kind of tricky. You have to try out different things before you discover what niche you really want to major in, or to put all your concentration on, right? So this is exactly what I did. I began 3 months later. Can you imagine? 3 months later, because the first video I uploaded it in September. So today is the actual day that I began this channel, and you guys started subscribing, and you guys joined me. And if I can remember very well, some of you guys used to text me and to DM me, what is happening? Where is the content? Because at that particular time, I was so confused, like within the 3 months, because I didn't know what to talk about. Because now you see, I'm not going to talk about female friendships, and I really wanted to talk about something that affects me as a person, and I know that it affects most people, like a majority of people, and that is why female friendships. That is why the first thought that I had with my friend was about female friendships, because so many women, they thrive in their friendships, and they also don't thrive in the same friendships. You can be in patterns of friendships, so patterns of in a group of friends that they help you grow, they elevate you, they cheer on you, they love on you, and they just hold you, you know. And you can also be in other group of people who are kind of toxic and kind of backbiting, you know, and they drain you. So because I have had a bittersweet kind of that situation in my life. So many ladies have gone the same thing. So we wanted to talk about it in a more expounded way, with my friend. So that is why we chose on the female friendships, because it is a topic that it is so huge. You can't even finish it, because every day different things come up, and every day you want to talk about you these are the people that surround you most of the time, because at least now you don't live with family, right? So I had to, after it didn't work out as the first plan was, the second plan came in action. And I had to, because I really wanted to do this. I really wanted to do a podcast, you guys, because I feel like I wanted to talk to an audience. I wanted to talk to people. I want to share my views. I want to share my opinions, you know, because like I told you, I'm very opinionated, and I usually, and not to say that I'm always right or I'm always wrong. I'm just saying I'm always opinionated. Like most of the time, I have especially on issues or topics that catch on me. I usually have that like tendency of like it's like a conversation, you know. I'm good at that. So because I'm talkative, and you know, I feel like I'm an extrovert kind of a person. So that is why when the female friendship didn't work, thingy didn't work, I had to do it. That is why I came up with, you know what, I'm going to do self-awareness. I'm going to talk about self-awareness. I wasn't like self-aware, or I hadn't discovered myself like fully, but still I wasn't like so green. And it's something, and the reason why I wanted to cover this, and I wanted to talk about self-awareness, is because because I found out, I realized, not even I found out, I realized I was in group of friends, or I knew people, or I had stories of other acquaintances, or just the way you just hear or know people, or things you read online. So many people do things, and they're like, wow, do I do it like that? Or would I, if I'm in the same situation, would I do it the same way? Or, you know, things that just sabotage us. And for me, the main reason why I decided, you know what, this is something I would want to do, is because ladies, we sabotage ourselves mostly when it comes to romantic relationship and romantic partners. I'm sorry about that. So I find like most of us ladies, where we lose ourselves, because as women, I feel like women tend to have less emotional intelligence compared to men, me being included, because I think we tend to love more, or we tend to just give ourselves out too much, you know. And it's usually when you're younger, because when you get older, I don't know why, when you get older, it's kind of not that much, but not like how you do it when you're quite younger, because when you're older, at least you're more informed, you're more exposed, you know. So this is something, and because most of the people that I associate with, and the people that I work with, and the people that I get to connect with are women in a more deeper way, I would say. Because with men with I don't quite, I wouldn't say I don't have male friends, but I don't quite have that deep connection and deep vulnerability as with them, as compared with the women, you know. So for me, I really wanted to do something that I see it from my sisters. You see, like for me, I told you I have like 2 sisters already, and we are 3 sisters, but I have 2 sisters. I went to girls' school all the way, all through my life. I've been in girls' schools, so I relate with women more, you know, and also because I'm a woman, you know. Yeah, so that is why I really wanted to. I wanted to talk about something that is more, something that I have, at least I have an idea of. I didn't want to talk about something that I was completely green about, because you know, when you talk about something that you're completely green about, you'll have to work extra hard, you'll have to do more research, more digging, you know. But I wanted to do something that I can relate to, that I can be able even to give examples by my own self, and I can be able to talk about something that has happened to me, like literally, instead of picking other people's examples, you know. So this is how I ended up in talking about self-awareness. Okay, now this is how the journey has been again. So I began the self-awareness journey. I began very well, although the first video was quite I remember the first video was quite, I didn't have the voice, I was quite shy, you know, all those things. But again, I had to do it. And I told myself, you know what, babe, you have to be consistent about this. You have to be consistent. At least try and shoot as some videos and see how it's going to be. And oh my God, to my total surprise, you guys loved it, and I loved it as well, and you've been supporting me since then up to today. I love you, by the way. I love all of you. I totally do. I love all of you. And I can tell this journey has also, when I began this journey, by the way, you guys, I didn't know how to do, I didn't know so many things. But it's not that I know everything right now, but at least I know how to do some things. I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know, and I was doing everything by myself because I didn't have the funds to pay for the service. Okay, I also, something that has really helped me, this journey has been amazing. And also, this journey has made me realize, okay, it has been a learning process for you guys and for me. So we have both been benefiting. But I hope you too. I'm not just saying, I might be saying that and maybe you guys have not been relating. But the good thing is, you have been relating because you have been DMing me. Most of you DM me a lot. Even, I don't know if other people who do this in creative industry, or other people who do this kind of videos, I don't know how they feel or how they would say, if they feel like they even learn more than whatever they're saying, because that is how I feel, honestly, myself. I feel like every time is a learning day. You see, every time I come here to talk about something, I hold myself accountable after I have talked about that thing. I also find myself like aligning with whatever I'm saying. If I'm saying you're supposed to live your life like this, not like it's not like it's a list of how you're supposed to live your life. No. It's like just the discovery. Yes, the discovery. I wanted to say the word discovery. Yeah, it's the discovery. So it's the discovery that makes you want to be excited and want to get to continue, because as you do it, you elevate as I do it, I elevate my mentality, I elevate myself in so many ways. Also, this journey has made me read more books intentionally. Not only books, by the way, not only books, almost everything I do nowadays, I do it intentionally, because I am somehow self-aware. At least I know how things are, how things should be, how to talk to myself, how to be kind to myself, how to kind of public speak. I know, although I know this is not like, I don't have an audience, like a physical audience, like people sitting here watching me, but at least I know that I have you guys there, sitting in your living room, in your car, or wherever you are that you're watching me from. So I think that gives me a little bit of hope and courage, because you guys view my videos, I see it. And a funny thing, it's my channel. You see, I'm at 230 something subscribers, and yet you guys, more than 3,500 people have viewed my channel, or more than that number of times. So when I see the views, sometimes I don't even check about the subscribers. I only check how many times I've been viewed. 4,000, close to 4,000 times, you guys. You think 4,000? That is close to. That is a lot of. That is a big number, especially for me, because I thought maybe I'd have one audience and two. That is how bad we minimize ourselves, and that is exactly what I'm talking about in self-awareness. Let me digress a little bit. When you are not self-aware, you belittle yourself in every aspect. I have no idea why we do this. I think it's just an unconscious way how we were brought up, or how our minds have been programmed. Like, you just want to belittle yourself. I have let me digress more. I have a friend I'm following on Facebook. She's a lawyer. So she made a milestone at work. and she works for LSK, by the way. She's just somehow, I think she's a big deal somehow. So she's been nominated, she's not nominated, she has been appointed to work in a board or something, those lawyer things, So this lady, oh my goodness, it's so funny. So she usually updates about her job when she's traveling, about her life, basically, how Facebook works. You know how Facebook works. So she usually updates it. So this week, around last week, or 2 weeks, I saw her. She was uploading herself with her colleagues, and she was in Diani. So 1 week later, she uploads another picture while she's speaking on the mic, and she says, I don't like posting here about my milestones at work, because I don't want to feel like I feel like it's bragging doing so. You see? And then she goes ahead and writes, and she says she has been appointed as a board member of whatever, the lawyers something. And she was so happy. And I was so happy for her. And I don't know how many other people were happy for her, or how many other people were jealous of her, or whatever they felt about her. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. When something good happens to yourself, you feel like, oh my God, I don't want to be too show-offy. I don't want to be too braggy. I want to belittle myself. I don't want to be seen like this. I don't want to be seen like this. You see, this is how we are. But you find that people who don't care, they're I feel like those people are self-aware, because they don't care what you're going to think about. Me, I've achieved my milestone. So what? I'm going to celebrate it the best way I know how. You know, it's like it's like how we say the Luos are. I'm not trying to do anything, but I'm just saying it's how we say, hey, you see how Luos they it's like this. But nowadays I feel like they don't do that anymore. But anyway, but that is how it is. So I used to feel okay. Let's go back to the self awareness. So I feel maybe you're not competent enough. Maybe you're not well informed. How do you know people are going through the same? Maybe it is your own face. Let me tell you the day I began, and the day I began getting the confidence. Oh, everybody was in my. So many people tell me, "Hiya, Kube, you are on the same face." But they when I talk about a certain phase or I talk about something, you find somebody asking me, "Oh my goodness, Kumbe, you've gone through this one. Oh my goodness, Kumbe, you've experienced this. Oh, Kumbe, you're experiencing this. And how did you do it? How are you doing it? How did you? How easy?" So this self-awareness made me realize that also, apart from so that is the learning now, the learning journey. Apart from you being in that situation, so many other people are in, have been, or will be. You know, because in this life we go through almost all of us. We go through almost similar experiences. Almost all of us. If we imagine, so if we almost all of us go through similar experiences, I say, let me figure it out. Let me talk about it aloud. Let me share my own awareness. Let me share this awareness. Let me learn about myself along the way. I bought so many self-help helps. I've bought so many self-help books, and I'm still buying them, and I am reading them. They're not just here to get dust. No. I usually read them. I usually come here with the reviews. I usually tell you what the book says about whatever situation you're in. Money, but although about money, I'm still in the learning stages, because money it's a big issue, and I would really want to be more aware about money and finances and all those things, because money is a big factor, and we like I've said before, we usually don't have we are not brought up in a culture where we freely talk about money and the spending habits and things like that, and the things that money buy, the happiness that money buy. We rarely talk about these kind of things. Most families or most people, they rarely talk about these kind of things. But like I said, learning every day, relearning every day, learning. In this journey, I began going to church again. Imagine, in the journey of self-discovery, I began going to church again. It started as a conference, not as a church meeting, not like a church service. I began going to conferences, leading conferences that empower and uplift women. And I met amazing women, and I met amazing people, both women and men. And that is how I began going to church. In this adventure of 1 year, I've gotten saved. I've been saved. Like being saved, I mean kuokoka, like going to church and praying the prayer and declaring your life and declaring Christ over your life, those kind of things. This adventure brought me here. This adventure has been amazing. Because wait, I tell you about the part of being saved and getting to know God. I did an episode about my relationship with God, and people loved it. Oh God, I didn't know you guys love God that much. Because when you're not self-aware, you think people are, not you think, because people do that. They talk badly about so many things. They talk badly about God. They do things, and then you're just closing your ears. But when you begin this journey of self-awareness, you pretend you close your ears, but when you begin this journey of self-awareness, you're like, oh goodness, I can't associate with that. If you think what I'm doing is not right with you, if you think it's not good with you, oof, I love my God. Let me do what is right by Him. You see, this journey also, this adventure, guys, this adventure, I hope in September, because I'm going to have a party because of my baby. I have to appreciate it. I have to appreciate my journey. I have to appreciate you guys. I have to appreciate my baby. So I'm hoping in September I'll have that birthday. But now, because I want to do it on the D-Day that I posted the video. The D-Day that I began the channel is when I planned I would reveal why I took long before posting, and why I'm not doing it again with my friend. And like I've already explained it to you, because that is female friendships, Okay, back to the journey. The journey also has a way of has made me grow. That was spiritually, because now spiritually I got closer to God, more closer than I've been in years. In years, guys, in years. Yeah, it was like a snap of a finger like this, and all of a sudden I'm in a space that I just want to be between me and God, a space that I just want to glorify God, a space that I just want to get to know myself better through God, through the Word of God. I imagine in this journey, in this adventure, I now read the Bible. Imagine, this is Nyambu speaking, and it has opened my eyes. I now make better choices and make better decisions, because now I make decisions based on how I'm going to benefit, and decisions based on how I am gaining. Same as benefit anyway. Yeah, I am gaining in a positive way, definitely. I don't make decisions just to make, and choices just to make them, unlike before. And I feel like this affects most ladies, and I don't know why. I don't know when you are young, or it's just, but also you find that there are ladies who are older, but they haven't discovered themselves. They haven't discovered this journey. They don't know. They don't know how to speak up. They don't know how to speak up for themselves. Not only speak up. You find there are people who still don't know how to talk positively, who are always negative, and they're older. Now, sometimes it makes me even relate more with them. This meme that goes, we don't mature by age. We mature by either responsibility or suffering. Okay, now that we've talked about suffering, imagine this adventure, this 1 year, only 1 year, has made me realize I had a mommy wound. You guys, because it's something that is in me. I healed my inner child. You remember in my first episode, I was always talking about healing my inner child. I healed my inner child. We are now doing good. We are growing together. We are happy together. This journey made me realize that some things are not okay. When people treat you in certain ways, it's not okay. It's not okay for people to treat you that way. This journey made me realize how you accept other people to treat you is the same way you treat yourself. And that was going home to me. Coming back home to me. Everything. It's like my eyes were finally open. I don't know if it is just eyes or my mind. I wouldn't say I was a closed-minded person, because me, I've always been an extroverted person ever since, like, way back, since I started knowing myself. Me, I've never been an introvert. I've never been a victim. I've never had that victim mentality. But that doesn't mean that I was self-aware. That doesn't mean that I couldn't do things to sabotage myself. That doesn't mean that I was, that doesn't mean that. It just means that I was an extroverted person. So I was always in crowds. I was always with people, hanging out. No, it doesn't mean that I was close to those people. I wouldn't say I was close to them, but I would find myself in groups all the time. So I would identify myself as an extrovert, you see. But that doesn't mean that I was self-aware. And that is a very dangerous thing, by the way, if you're an extrovert and you're not self-aware. Because when you're an extrovert and you're not self-aware, you find yourself most of the time getting into situations that are draining to you, and you don't realize, because you have so much energy levels. You're talkative. You're here. And that is me. That is totally me. And I've seen people like this. This adventure also, let me pause a little bit and digress. This adventure has made me avoid or remove myself in situations that I had no business being in the first place. Because it's like I told you, it's like a switch. It's like putting on a switch and the light goes on, and you're like, what am I doing in this situation in the first place? I don't need to be in this situation. I have no business being here. So this adventure has brought me there. This adventure also, because this adventure, I would say the adventure of getting to know yourself, it's also very spiritual. It's also it's also very spiritual, because you get to discover the most inner self the most sacred, the God who lives inside you. You get to discover those things, and you get to be, how do I say it? You get to learn so much. You get to learn so much. Like, that is what has happened to me, really. Really, apart from getting to know how to take care of myself, skin wise and makeup and all those things, now I can take care of my mental health because I know what to bring in and what not to bring in. I can now take care of myself in a physical way. Physical, not being like my skincare only. I can now work out and enjoy. Not only work out because I want to lose weight, I want to lose my tummy. No. I can now work out and enjoy the working out and actually grow during working out because your mind expands. You see? So this adventure, I would say, it's a win-win. Yes, I get to isolate yourself. You get to discover things about yourself you don't like. You get to discover things about yourself that you like, and it's a win-win. Because the things you don't like, you get rid of them. The things that you like, you nurture them and you grow them. You grow your strengths. You grow your confidence. You grow your spiritual life. You grow your mental life and mental health, as a matter of fact. And yes, and you become a more manageable person. This adventure also, okay, so that's that. This adventure also made me meet people. Yes, my TMI social event was my first event to go with people in the creative industry or creative world who just invited us just to get a glimpse of who they are and how things are done. And I got to meet people. The social event was for a TMI podcast, but now there are some creatives who came in for the support, and so that is how I got to meet them. And oh god, you guys, you saw how happy I was. You literally did, and I was glad, and they were so kind people. They are just people like me. Imagine, that is the most shocking part because I expected to see I don't know what I expected to see or I don't know what runs or rain what used to run in my mind when I used to see them on the socials or anywhere. I don't know what used to run in my mind, but now that I got to have like a one-on-one, damn, babe, you get even to expose your mind and to realize, oh my goodness, I'm going to be here and I'm going to have my own social events. Like, it's just oh my goodness, I don't know. It's huge. It's huge because it's a big deal. I'm not saying that if I wasn't in this doing this, I wouldn't have met them. I would have maybe, but I wouldn't see them the way I'm seeing them now, because now when you're in this when you're in that line or you're in that direction and then you see people who are in the same direction and they are winning it, there's just that kind of joy that you feel and the enthusiasm and the hope, and you're like, damn, it doesn't mean, yes, we're creating content or like the one that we were about to create with my friend, and I'm creating a different one about self-awareness, although they also touch about self-awareness, and there are so many other people who are there who also touch about self-awareness in different categories. Like Just Ivy was there, and Just Ivy usually talks about money, and money is also personal because you have to familiarize yourself with money and to get to know how these things work and how to get them, and how to keep wealth. Actually, she's usually talking about wealth creation. So I'm not saying, so as I was saying, I'm not saying that you don't feel you feel that is how you feel. You feel like, oh damn, we are here, we can hang out, you can do this, and you tell yourself, you can see the growth. They started in 2020 and they're here in 2020, and you just tell yourself, okay, this is motivating, this is nice, this is amazing. You see, so this adventure has gotten me to meet these people and interact with them in another kind of way and understand them in another level. So I would say that is also a very big win. This adventure has made me know how to talk. I would say not talk, like have a meaningful conversation that has results, or has that bears fruits. Because I would say, before this journey, I used to converse, I used to have these kind of talks, but people don't take you that serious, and people don't give you that level of respect. And like when you started the journey and you're in it, and you can talk in it, and they can hear you talking in it, and they can see it. You're getting my point, right? Yes, so this journey has made me have these kind of conversations that, I feel that they're empowering and they are powerful conversations, this adventure also, oh my goodness, I can't finish it because it has been amazing. I know there's some days that I'm usually, you've seen, there's some days when I come here and I post some videos, I feel like, have you done this video so well, or have you done? And the funny thing, when I post a video, there's someone. It doesn't matter for me. I don't even look at everyone. I just look at least one or two people. Just tell me, I relate with that content. I relate with whatever you say. I relate with it. And when I just hear this, when I just hear people saying, "Oh my goodness, this is so wise," because I was going, I feel like you guys. You see, we are all cut from the same cloth. So we are all almost like the same, That is how it makes me feel. So like I was saying, this journey or this adventure, it made me feel like this. And let me go on to the next. There are some times when I'm shooting these videos and I feel like I'm so, because sometimes before I got a grasp, because I'm learning in the process anyway, and every day I'm trying to get it as best as I can to you guys, get the message as best as I can to you guys. And I love that you guys are positive minded, because you take the message in a positive way. But sometimes I give for the men. I think the men, they feel, because I rarely talk about the men, and sometimes the men feel like I am attacking them or I have something against them, because I've been DM'd by a number of men telling me that I'm bashing them. I'm not actually not trying to bash them or just to tell women to be bad to them, or I'm not trying to do that. I might sound, but sometimes I would say sometimes I try to do that, but every day is a learning day, like I've told you. And I think from this year or the past few months, I've been doing content I've been trying not to bash men as much as I can on my content, and not to feed or to make you guys feel like I have too much negative energy towards you. Because I believe that when you're a man and you're building yourself and you're getting to know who you are and you're getting your shit together, wherever you are, whatever stage that you are in your life, I feel like you're on the right path. Because we are losing a lot of men in this generation in so many things. Mara drugs, so many things. Let me just say that, so many things. And I wouldn't want to, because men, they feel like sometimes they're not hard enough, or just people. But I love it that there's so many men also doing these podcasts that support and encourage men to know themselves and to build themselves. E.g., I love Andrew Kibe's podcast. I'm not saying that he is good to, because he calls women all sorts of names. I'm not saying that we are bitches or anything, but I love it because he tells men to be masculine, and that is something that I cannot do. It's like telling Andrew Kibe to talk about women, And that doesn't mean that I'm being negative or I'm trying to bash men. No, I'm just trying to talk more of things that I relate to, or things that affect me as a woman. And when sometimes I come off especially that time, it's this year I was talking, it's this year, by the way, because this is the year that there was protests for ladies, Usikimia. You remember Jerry Megui? They organized a protest for those stop killing women. You remember? I think that time is when I just felt like there's too much blame games on the victim, and I felt like, and too much blames on people of a certain country, the Nigerians. And but I'm not trying to explain, but that is the time I remember I tried to talk a little negative. But that doesn't mean that I'm negative. I love men. Damn, I love men. I love men. So I'm not saying that I'm trying to bash or whatnot, but what I'm trying to say is, when I don't talk about self-awareness to men mostly, but about self-awareness, I feel like most topics they touch on both genders, or they try to touch on both genders, although not everything, but most of the things that I talk about, they are female related. But that doesn't mean I hate men. Don't, and I'm not trying to bash them, and I'm not against them, and I'm not trying to demean them or minimize them. No. For me, I'm for man power. I'm for empower the boy child. I'm all that, because I would definitely want a masculine man. If you imagine like being with a feminine man, I've been with a feminine man before, and I can tell you, oh God, it's not something that you would want in your life. You wonder, am I going to be your sister, or you're going to be my sister, bro? Damn, no. So I am very much in support of men. So don't take the things that I say here like literally. Sometimes they're not literally, especially matters pertaining men. I'm not a man. I've never been a man. I don't know how men think. I don't know how men operate. I have one brother and he's younger than me, way younger, and so I've never interacted in a deeper level with men. So my understanding of men is quite shallow. Okay, I would say that mostly I'm talking about us ladies. Yes, so this is how the adventure has been. Also, what else about the adventure that I've loved? I've loved that I'm getting every day better at these videos and how I post them and how you guys receive them, because every day the videos are every day are getting better, and the quality, exactly, the qualities of the videos and how the editing keeps on getting better. Oh goodness, I have learned so much in this adventure, 1 year adventure. Oh my goodness, I can't even finish. I began in this 1 year adventure. I went into hypnotherapy. I did some hypnotherapy for 2-3 months, and oh goodness, it has been an amazing adventure. I've grown everywhere, everyhow. Yeah, my thinking, my exploration, my talking, my understanding of things has gotten better, and it's getting better by the time also, and I'm just grateful. So today's episode was all about the adventure it has been in the past 1 year. 1 year, guys. 1 year. The adventure it has been, and the adventure has been real. I wish it on all of you. Please, you have not started the self-awareness journey. What are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? You have to do this, and I feel like it's something that is going on, and it's something that women are advocating for, because I find so many people doing this and talking about this, and for me, I don't want to major or to just direct on one topic, like only relationships. I want to talk about it in a more big way, because I was thinking I think people talking about, or I was thinking, you know what, I'll talk about relationships, but then again, the relationships are going to come to an end, and I don't know much about relationships anyway, because I wouldn't say I have been in a very, very stable long-term relationship for a long time. No, so it would be, but I usually like talking about relationships, romantic relationships and female friendships in bits according to my understanding and my knowledge and the capacity of knowledge that I have up to now, with the kind of relationships I've been. But my main is about self-awareness, like from healing your inner child, speaking positively, affirmations, nurturing your mindset, changing your mindset and reprogramming your mind, becoming a better person, elevating yourself, because you don't need somebody else to elevate you. Honestly, somebody else can give you a word of encouragement, somebody else can just advise you to elevate or become a better person, but it is you to decide. I can't do the shadow work for you, and then I just hand it over for you and you begin living a new life. It's going to be impossible. So this is where, in this podcast, this is where the adventure comes in, where you sit with your mind, you sit with yourself, you sit with your subconscious mind, and you talk to yourself like the way I'm talking to this camera without having a background audience. So it's almost the same thing, like you're insane, like you're talking to yourself like a crazy person, but you're not crazy. So this is basically what this adventure is about. So I am trying to shape it. I'm trying to shape it to be something. I have a vision that I'm trying to shape it into, and I'm hoping that you'll help me discover that vision and help me to make that vision come to life. and I'll appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you. I've told you it has been an amazing adventure. There's sometimes when I sit down, especially you remember in the first season of this podcast, I was talking about healing your inner child. And then let me tell you, that is not an easy walk. Hey, healing your inner child. You sometimes wake up, you cry, and you're like, am I going to talk about this again? And this adventure has also taught me to talk about things that I was not comfortable talking about. Like for me, I was never comfortable talking about my background or how I was brought up because I had so many challenges and suffering and literally suffering. I suffered a lot in my childhood. So I felt like, that chapter is no longer in my life and it doesn't exist. But when I did the first season of healing your inner child, the first season was all about healing your inner child and being vulnerable and just connecting with yourself. When I did that episode, I got to touch on that wound or that phase of my life that I had not healed, and I just spoke about it here on camera, and I spoke about it to people that I had never ever mentioned about it. So you can see, as much as you are learning, I'm also getting to learn and expand myself as well. So like I've told you, you can't do the somebody else can't do the shadow work and bring the shadow work to me and tell me, the work is already done, you are a free person. No, it's not going to be possible. You have to do it yourself. You have to sweat it, you have to feel it, you have to cry it, you have to laugh it out, you have to talk about it, talk about it literally. And for me, before I started talking about it to people, I was talking about it to myself on the mirror. Oh goodness. So this adventure has been so, and I'm happy that you guys are part of it. I can't imagine in 5 years where the adventure will be. I'm so excited to see the growth. I don't know if you finish the healing or I have no idea, but every single day is an adventure. Oh my goodness, I've been shooting for more than an hour now. But anyway, when I post this video, it's not going to be an hour. And so this is how that 1 year of adventure has been. And I'm so happy you guys have been holding my hand, have been here to support me, when I failed to post an episode, I have 2-3 people DMing me on Instagram, on WhatsApp, asking me, hey, what's up, we haven't seen last week's episode. I love that you guys are holding me accountable, and I love that I'm holding myself accountable, because it's a learning process, I'm telling you. And yes, so that is how the adventure has been, guys. I can't wait for 2 years. So my baby, it's like a baby growing. This channel has been like a baby. There's weather, there's winter, there's summer, there are good days, bad days, but we move regardless. And I am happy that you usually take your time to come here to get to learn about self-awareness, or just get to hear about self-awareness, or whatever that you do, whether it is learning, whether it is listening, whether you're just grasping something that I talk about, or whether you're just here to hear about my life story. Whichever, I am happy that you're even sparing that time to hear. I appreciate it so much, and I love you guys. And so today we are 1 year since we began the channel. Not 1 year since since I posted the first episode, but 1 year since the channel came to life and the first people subscribed. I was the first person, of course, but the first 10 people to subscribe was today. So I appreciate you. I appreciate this journey. I appreciate you holding my hand for a whole year. I appreciate you watching this channel for a whole year. And let's watch more and more years to come. And let's grow together. Let's enjoy this adventure, love it, and affirm ourselves and speak kindly to ourselves. And let me see how the journey will unfold to be. I hope it's going to be a lovely one. And so far so good. It is a lovely one. I'm loving it, and I love you guys too, and I wish you begin the journey as well. Okay, so happy birthday to my channel. I think that is all I can say. Happy birthday to my channel, and I love you guys. I love you so much. In fact, I feel teary, but I can't cry on camera. I love you guys so much. I'll see you next week. And this is our third season 3, and I love you guys so much. Let's learn and learn. Okay, so take care of yourself. Until next time.